Now today we are dealing with a couple of dogs that have never been on a place board, never had any field training, never had any proper steadiness training, and a few other things. So we hope to demonstrate what happens right off the bat. Now you'll notice something there. If you replay that, I call the dog to me, he doesn't come to me, I step towards him and he turns to come, and I walk backwards, and then the dog immediately comes to me. That's pressure on, pressure off. Didn't comply at first, put pressure on, as soon as he complied, took the pressure off, happy dog. Now we're doing healing, there's no real pressure in this, he's just learning that he's got to keep his eyes on me in order to know where we're going, because I might change direction at any second. And so the best place for me to heal is keeping an eye on me.
Oh, good boy. Okay, heel.
Now he's starting to get it, and he's making good eye contact. And now he's starting to get the heel concept. He's only brand new at this, so I'm not going to overdo it, but there. Once he did it, he got a good boy, and you saw how the positive reaction that caused for him, and jumping in the air. Here's his first time on a placeboard.
Good boy.
So we get him on the placeboard. Now he's comfortable there because you'll notice as he got on the placeboard, I dropped the lead. All the pressure came off.
Sit.
So we keep him there. We give him a sit command, we give him the whistle we're going to use for a sit command.
Okay, come on.
Let him relax, he's nice and relaxed, no pressure on him. And off we go.
Good boy.
Now you see how quickly they pick this up. Because they have a definitive point with a placeboard, it becomes very clear to them what's required of them. They're not just asked to stop in an open space with no boundary. And that there is a boundary. This will transfer when we get to the field into sitting in any situation we require them to. Now remember, this is his first time on a placeboard. With just 2 or 3 times I'm able to leave him there in place because I forgot to bring the training dummy with me. We're going to do a bit of training.
Come on. Good boy, buddy.
Here, so this will be his. He doesn't want to leave the placeboard at the moment. That's relaxed, no pressure. It's a great place to be for the dog. This is one of the reasons they're such a positive tool. So here's his first retrieve. I'll hold the lead because I don't know if he's going to break. But he's not. He's thinking about it.
Oh, good boy. Come here. Come here. Oh, where is it? 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 Good boy. Good boy. Hey, Billy. What you got, Pat? What you got? Good for me? Good for me?
Now this is a really nice red Labrador. He's a little bit, you'll see later on, something we do, because he can be a little sensitive to loud noise, and obviously we're transitioning him through to being happy with the gun. Now he's just done play retrieving really. He knows how to retrieve. But what I'm trying to show you here is that he has never been taught to be steady, even though he actually does it here quite naturally. But eventually, without a word, he just decides to help himself. So it's still an unsteady retrieve.
Good boy.
Now, he's very rough on his deliveries, and that'll be the next video we'll show you is how we're going to improve those. So we'll put him on another placeboard. Now he's just confused at the moment. He's not really sure what he's meant to be doing. There we go. Oh, that's perfect. So now we'll see if we can get a steady retrieve after only 3 times on a place board. Okay, I've got ahead of myself there. I guess we'll come back and do that again. Notice I insist all 4 feet must be on the board. If you allow them just to do half of it, you will end up with just half the performance. Walking around the dog 360 degrees is actually one of the best ways to test how steady your training is getting the dog. Now you saw there a perfectly steady retrieve. Might not be a great delivery because he's pretty rough on that one and he's not really used to these place boards, but he's been a very good dog. He just hasn't quite cottoned onto the place board yet. I'm going to stop that mainly because I don't want him mouthing that dummy. Now we'll bring him onto the place board, put him in the right position, give him the dummy. He takes his dummy. Oh, he dropped it. So you have to pick it up again. Back on the board.
Come on.
Now I've stopped playing the game, which he doesn't like. So he actually walked across the board. We'll see if we can get him on this one. He's just been a little... Ah, there we go. He's just not quite getting the place board, but he will. You will see tonight's training session will be even better. So we're just going to help him out here because he's just a bit confused. Give him the dummy. He got his reward when he had done the right thing. Obviously this still needs some work. And he'll get plenty of it. I'm going to throw the video right throughout his training with us. Now I've set him up here. Unfortunately I stupidly threw it into the middle of a big agapanthus bush, which has made it very hard for him to find. So I've actually clipped a bit out of here because he destroys the agapanthus bush and I don't want my wife to see just how much damage he actually did. And then we get him up onto that place board. Now he's getting bored. He's actually done enough training. But I'm not going to finish on a note where he doesn't go onto the place board and give me a delivery. And with that, we've done enough with Jack for today. Or so I thought. Changed my mind. Now here we go. He was going to break, so he's brought back and put on the board. So what do we do when he breaks? We put him on the board and we go and get the retrieve ourselves. So the dog gets no reward when it breaks. It only gets rewarded with a retrieve, which is access to prey drive, when it performs the right behaviour. If it makes a mistake, we don't have to punish the dog. We just put it back in its place and we go and get it. in this case, I don't have a good enough nose and I can't find the bloody thing. So we're going to have to rely on old Jack to come and get it for me, sadly. But enough time has passed and I will call him and then I'll ask him to look for it. One of the reasons we have dogs is because they can find these things when we can't.
Where is it?
And there he is, very proudly, with wondering why I couldn't find it. Coming over to the board.
Okay, yeah, that's enough. What's that, Jack? What's that, Jack? Oh boy, good fella.